Hey everyone, what is going on? So we're back with another one of those discussion videos. We're talking about next week's events, and yeah, you guys love these discussion topics, so I love doing them. And as always, let me know if you disagree with some of my opinions. I always love talking to you guys and hearing different aspects on different Pokemon. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin, shall we? So, we're starting off with the great challenges. We have Shiny Gengar. Now, it's called that Shiny Gengar is a special stage because it was originally a gift. So, if you didn't get it as a gift, you definitely have an option to pick it up now. And the Mega Stone is in the main stages. So, you'll get the Mega Stone as well. So, you'll be able to Mega Evolve this relatively quick. So, it's really cool. Since it's a great challenge, I don't think it's going to be super difficult, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I have no idea what the stage is going to be like because, as I said, it was a gift, so it was never, we never battled it, so I don't know what it's going to be like. I mean, the event is known, so I guess you could look online to see what the stage is like, but I didn't do that. But, yeah, so really cool to have Shiny Gengar as a great challenge. It has Blindside, which at skill level 5, I would say is okay. It removes 2 matching icons on the field, so it's not terrible, but it only does 5 times the amount of damage, I believe, whereas like Shot Out and Block Shot does like 8 times the amount of damage, so it's not as good as those, but it does have the same activation rate, so it's not terrible, but there's better options this week, so I would focus on other things instead of this one, but this one is not bad if you have like some of the other later Pokemon that we're going to discuss. Then this one, I could see you focusing on this one and farming this one, I guess. But yeah, that is Shiny Gengar. So we'll move on, and now we have Magmortar, and Magmortar, unfortunately, and it really is unfortunate because I love Magmortar. I'm a huge Magmortar fan, but Magmortar is not a good Pokemon, so, you know, it has a T-Boost, and you're not going to use T-Boost. I've said this in other videos, it has a good attack power. I've said this about other Pokemon, so if you're in the main stages, if you're early on, it could come in handy, but at the same time, it might be difficult to beat if you're early on, so you might not be able to pick this one up. It really all depends, but it's not one worth farming. If you're a completionist, you definitely have to grab it. I don't think Magmortar's been around for a very long time, because I don't think I have a video of it. I don't even remember what the stage is like, to be honest with you. So next week, I'll be going into this one technically blind, because I don't remember the stage. You know, I know when it came out. It came out around the time Electivire came out. All those several months ago, whenever it was, you know. But I don't remember the stage, so we'll have to see. But yeah, don't farm this one, and you should be good to go if you don't farm it. Yeah. So okay. So now next up we have Dusknoir, and this is actually the main focus of the week. This is definitely the best one that you want to farm, or one of the best ones at least. It has Last Ditch Effort. Now, I farmed this a very long time ago. It also has Sleep Charm, by the way, but you want to keep Last Ditch Effort because that's the ability to go. I personally don't like Sleep Combo, so Last Ditch Effort, definitely the way to go. If you're able to beat this one itemless, definitely farm it if you haven't already. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this one to come back, so I don't blame you. You do want to go ahead and farm this one. I've gotten so much use out of this, especially in the UX series where I use Dusknoir and Litwick. So this is one of them. So you definitely want to go ahead and definitely pick it up if you don't have it. If you can't beat it itemless, then I would say it's probably not best. I mean, you're not going to be able to farm it, but at least you have it. So at least catch it with items. So go ahead and use items if you have to catch it. From what I remember, it's a tanky stage, so it might be a little bit tough. Depending on where you are in the game, but you definitely do want to catch Dusknoir. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. This is definitely the best Pokemon of the week, in my opinion. Or the next one is Winking Oshawott, which has Flash Mob, of course, or it can be skill swapped to Hammering Streak, which is the one that you want to skill swap it to. You know, we have other water type Hammering Streak Pokemon like Vaporeon, or another winking one, I'm blanking, Piplup, I think it is. There we go. So you don't need it, but it's still good to have multiple Hammering Streak Pokemon on the same team. So you can farm it, but I would personally put priority on Dusknoir just because we have other water Hammering Streak options. But yeah, this is definitely a good one as well, and this is probably one that I'm going to be farming a little bit just because I have Dusknoir already, and I don't need anything else. You know, could go for the shiny Gengar, but I think it's a better investment to go with the winking Oshawott. So that's the one I'm going to be going with. So yeah, next up we have Hoopa Confined, and this one. Not really worth it. I mean, it has a Barrier Bash Plus, and it could be skill swapped to Shadow Sneak or Shadow Shock. I think it's Shadow Sneak. I'm not too sure. I'll put the abilities on screen so you can see it. But it's something like that. And that ability is okay, but it's not great. I mean, you could definitely use it. But yeah, I mean, there's just better ghost options like Dusknoir or like, you know, a bunch of better options that Blockshot uses like Duskull. So you're not going to get much use out of this one. You're not going to be able to fit it on a team unless if you don't have some of those other powerful ghost types. But I totally would not recommend farming this because, again, the focus has to be on Dusknoir or winking Oshawott. And I would even go with shiny Gengar over Hoopa Confined. So, yeah, I personally would not do it. I don't think it's worth it. I think there's just better options this week. But let me know if you disagree. Let me know if you plan on farming this. Let me know if you think this is better than shiny Gengar. But yeah, so that is Hoopa Confined. So that's it for the great challenges. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the ultra challenge of the week. Well, not really an ultra challenge. It's an ultra beast challenge. So we have Kartana. Kartana is back, which is really cool. It has extinction, and it can be skill swapped to beast power. Beast power is better. Extinction is, I think, similar to like a power 5 plus or something. You know, I'll have to double check on the ability, but yeah, Beast Power is definitely better. So it's not a bad Pokemon because Beast Power is good, but for me personally, I don't think that it's worth it. I'm not going to, well, I mean, I have it. You can't farm it, so what am I talking about? But it's totally worth catching if you think you could beat it. But if you don't think you could beat it, don't spend the 20,000 coins because it's not really worth. I mean, it's worth catching if you can be. If that makes sense, guys. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I would definitely. I would take it. I would. I don't know. I would personally proceed with caution, as I've mentioned with like every other Ultra Beast challenge. You need 300 stages cleared to unlock this one, and yeah. So if you can't beat it, if you don't think you can beat it, don't go into it. But if you already have Kartana, you can go into it again to get the 5 experience booster large. So you can do it again if you feel like it's worth it. I'm going to do it just for the sake of the video, but it's probably not worth the 5 experience booster. If I wasn't making videos, I wouldn't be playing Kartana again. Probably. It's definitely not worth playing it just for the 5 experience boosters. If it were like a skill swapper, then I would say yeah, maybe, because skill swappers are kind of scarce. But yeah, so take it as you will. Wage your options, I guess. I mean, watch videos, watch multiple Kartana videos to see if you think you could beat it. There's a bunch of ice from what I remember on this stage, so if you had Mega Deontay fully invested, that should be okay, I believe. But I'll have a video of it next week. If you're unsure about the stage, I would wait for the video and see. But you don't want to waste 20 coins and not be able to catch it, believe me. That would really not be fun. So, yeah. But luckily, it's not really a great one like Buzzwole, so in theory, you could skip it, I guess. So, anyway, we're going to move on from there. We have the daily Pokemon. Of course, we have Maractus, Dunsparce, Quillfish, Snorunt, and Heatmor. None of these are really good. I mean, catch them if you need them because they're not difficult, I guess. You probably have these. How many times have these been repeated? So, yeah. And also, it's a good idea to play each stage every single day, because you do get, once a day, I should say, because you do get 200 coins, for the first time beating it. So definitely go ahead and play it once a day, and to get those 200 coins, and then it also has a chance to drop gifts, all of these Pokemon, so it could drop more coins, it could drop 2,000 coins if you get really lucky. So, I think it's worth the 1 heart, and I know most of you probably do these daily, events. I haven't been doing them lately, but it's definitely a good idea. I used to, so yeah. Anyway, we're going to move on to the once a day event, which is Tornadus. Now, Tornadus is not really a good Pokemon, but it can drop a Mega Speed Up, and it also drops personalized skill boosters. Now, the personalized skill boosters are not going to do anything for you because Tornadus is not good, and even if it was, you're not going to be able to max it out because you could only play it once a day. So, I remember these genies, and I know I've mentioned this before, but I remember these genies being tough for me, back before, like, the shot abilities, like, when I was still relatively new to the game. All these were really difficult, so, you know, I would not be able to beat them itemless just because it was so tough. I probably got about halfway, to be honest with you. Now I could do them itemless because I obviously got better Pokemon, but if you can't do these itemless, I would still go into the stage and, play and do as much damage to it as you can and see if it drops a red gift. If it does, you can use a jewel to continue on. That's what I used to do when I was not able to beat these, although I never got red drops on them. But anyway, yeah, if you're trying to catch it, I know the once a day events used to have a better catch rate as you went on into the stages, or as each day passed. I don't know if they still do that, so the catch rate might not get better. I'm not too sure on that, but either way, if you want to catch it and you can't beat it itemless, you can throw on that attack power. Should be able to do it, hopefully. It all depends on the team. Let me know your teams for this Pokemon if you want, and we'll see how it is. But yeah, not the most difficult stage, but it could be somewhat of a challenge. And so moving on, we have the escalation, which is Meloetta, the psychic type, area form, I think it's called. Now, it has Mega Boost plus, and it can be skill swapped, I believe, or, yeah, Quirky plus. The ability I would go with is Mega Boost plus. Quirky plus is not terrible, but we already have, Cosmog and Cosmoem that have it, and, so if you want a Quirky plus, just go with them. And yeah, Mega Boost plus, really good at skill level 5, I guess, but what are you really gonna boost up? What psychic types? I mean, we have Mewtwo, so if your Mewtwo is not invested with Mega Speed Ups, that would be a good option for you. So, yeah, I would recommend playing through the escalation because it's basically a free either level 4 or level 5 Meloetta, depending on how far you get, or at least level 3, I mean, something like that. So you could definitely power it up. If you have Dusknoir, you could do this one. That's probably what a lot of you are going to be doing. I might do that. I'm not too sure. I might do this one or Winking Oshawott. We'll have to see. But either way, it is pretty cool to have it in escalation. And yeah, I love when they added the personalized skill boosters to escalations. That was an excellent choice on their end because we get a lot of powerful Pokemon that we wouldn't have invested in, such as Meloetta. We're able to get them at high skill levels, so you might get some use out of it. But it's not the greatest in the world. But since it's an escalation, you might as well pick up the personalized skill boosters, right? But so let's move on. From that, we have Hydreigon, which is a special challenge. Now, this is a raise max level challenge, so it can drop raise max levels. Hydreigon is a late game expert stage Pokemon. I believe you need 400 S ranks to unlock it, so it's not really easy to unlock. You're gonna need plenty of S ranks to be able to do it. So I'm sure the special stage 1, in fact, I know it's going to be easier than the expert stage 1 because it has been a special challenge before, so definitely go ahead and catch it because, as I said, it is a late game expert stage Pokemon, so you might not unlock it for some time, and you definitely want to grab it. If you want to farm it, it has Swap Plus, so it's really, I mean, it's okay. Swap Plus is not bad. I don't really use Swap Plus or Swap Plus Plus. I used to when, well, I still do when I use Beedrill because Beedrill has Swap Plus Plus, so I did max that out, but it's only like 1/3 basically, so I'm using that for the Mega Effect, not for Swap Plus Plus, so you guys know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's not really worth maxing out Swap Plus, but it can drop raise max levels, so if you want to grind for the raise max levels, then you could totally do it. You know, if you're good on coins, if you have high level coins, if you're maxed out coins, you could do this one if you want, if you didn't do it last time it was around, but you're probably not going to use it that much. But unless, as I said earlier, you're early on in the main stages, then you're going to get use out of it because it has a high attack power, so it will help you throughout those main stages, of course. If you don't have like some of the shot abilities or block shot, shot out, anything else, it will definitely help you. But yeah, so last but not least, actually it is least. I said that, I think I said that in another video, but this is the last event for the week. We have the Safari. Now, in the Safari, we have an Alolan Rattata, Alolan Meowth. We have 4 unknown, which spell out nice, N-I-C-E, Cherubi, Alolan Raticate, Alolan Persian, and Cherubi be winking. Now, Cherubi winking is 3.33% chance to encounter, and the Alolan Persian is 6.67%, and the Alolan Raticate is 6.67%. So those are definitely the most difficult ones to find. And as always, if you don't have them, I always recommend just going into the Safari. I would throw the Great Balls on the 3 rare ones, but yeah, that's what I would do if you need them. I have them all, so I don't know if I'm going to do a video on it. Probably not. We'll have to see, but definitely catch what you don't have. Or at least go into it. Don't use the Great Balls on the common ones, unless if you're good with coins and coins don't matter to you. Then I guess you could use some Great Balls if you just want to get these Pokemon done with, because, yeah, I mean, you could also use the free 15 minutes in the Safari, and that's actually what I would recommend. If you have all of these Pokemon in the Safari, then the free 15 minutes on the escalation is probably the way to go. But, yeah, so that's it for the events for next week, and let me know which one you're most excited for. I'm sure most of you are going to pick Dusknoir. Maybe if you have Dusknoir maxed out, you're going to pick Winking Oshawott. Even the escalation, maybe, if it gives awesome rewards. Yeah, let me know. For me, personally, I would have to go with the Winking Oshawott, just because I don't have it. Oh, yeah, just because I don't have it, and it's a good Pokemon, so it's the only one I don't have. But the Shiny Gengar is really cool, too, because, as I said, it was a gift Pokemon, so I'm really excited to have that as well as an option to farm. I don't think I'm going to, but it is nice to have. So yeah, like I said, let me know what you think of these events. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. Let me know if you agree with some things I said. And I do have another discussion video coming out shortly. Some things I wanted to talk to you about related to Pokemon Shuffle. So I will have that following this video, and I hope you look forward to it. And thanks a lot for watching. Bye.